you're probably tuning in because you really want to know what's going on and why we sent out the message we did. A couple of people saying we bottled it. Well, this ain't a bottling situation, because we're talking what we want to talk on. So basically, we're going to give you the lowdown of why that episode has gone. So, Jacob, let's start.
Yes.
People threatened to sue us. Well, not sue.
Yes, they have.
Well, not sue us. They've, the guest we had on, he was asked, can you take the episode down? And he's a man with a family, so we respected his wishes, and we took it down because obviously people came back to him and said he can't say certain things on the pod, which we respect, but this is our pod, so we're going to talk how we want to talk, and we're not going to talk for him, but we're going to talk what involved us. Okay, Jacob, let's start. So it was, what day was it when the falafel started?
It was what's the day today? It's Thursday.
Yeah,
Monday or Tuesday?
yeah, Monday or Tuesday. He pulled
Tuesday, because Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Wave us aside and says, "Can you take the episode down? Stuff's going on." So we were like, "Yeah, no problem. That's fine. That's no issue." Like, we want our guests to feel comfortable. He spoke how he spoke. That's done. It's brushed over. Do you know what I mean? If you watched it, you watched it. If you didn't, you didn't. But he said what he said. So Jacob gets a message. This is where it involves the Chatterbox. And when it comes to the Chatterbox, like we told you from our first episode, we don't give a dash. When you message us and you involve us and you want to bring this stuff to us and you want to mess with us, our platform and what we work hard for, and bringing it to you lot and bringing you lot the truth. And we're not going to talk for another person. We're going to talk for us. So he messages us, and he doesn't message. Did he message you first, Jay?
Nah, I got so obviously I got the message from you in the morning, because obviously you're with our guest. Our guest was on, and then you obviously play football with our guest.
Yeah.
I got a message from you in the morning, and then I proceeded to start taking stuff down.
Yeah.
Not unwillingly, unwantingly.
Of course, you didn't want to bring it down because it started to make noise. You know what I mean? Because people, I started getting messages like, "Yo, this episode's unbelievable. Like, I want to tell my story," because people don't really see the bullshit what goes on, so they don't see the bullshit. Exactly. But like I said, we're here to spread the truth and what's really going on. Do you know what I mean? So here we are. Carry on, Jay.
Yeah. So after that all happened, taking the episode down, even put out a statement, which we were just trying to not laugh putting it out, but we're laughing putting it out. And then I get a phone call in the evening from said club.
Yeah.
I don't want to bother saying these clubs' names because then we'll have implications.
I'm saying club name. So basically, Damien, a guy called Damien, I don't know, works for Edge Fleet.
Yeah, you can say
Yeah, Damien Irvine works for Edge Fleet. He's called Jacob, because if you called me, it would be Jacob's a diplomatic one of us two. You know what I mean? So he's called Jacob, and Jacob, how did your conversation go with him?
So it was weird and confusing. So I took the notes to the conversation.
Yeah.
So he started off with just explaining why he wanted the episode down, which to me I didn't understand personally.
Yeah.
Because he was basically telling me that it's going to reflect badly on our guest, and I was thinking, how can the truth reflect badly on our guest? And then he proceeded to say that the image that was presented as for the football club itself was false. And I said, what was false? He then proceeded to say, well, certain things were fabricated. I said, what was fabricated? None of these things were fabricated. He said the racism that happened was true. I said, so what's the problem with the racism getting out? Because he then said they wanted to keep it under an independent coverage because at the time, that's what they did. And I said to myself, well, it's racism. Why are we keeping it independent? I'm not understanding that. You're not explaining that to me. He then proceeded to say that the player at the time, obviously unnamed because we're keeping him unnamed, has said that he felt like he was a minority in the changing room. And I sat there and said, so the white player that was in the changing room felt like he was a minority when black players have been going through this our whole career.
Yeah.
Forever. Yeah. His response was, we employ 28% more of ethnic minorities than any other football club, and I didn't even realize that myself. He said we hire just football players. We don't hire for color and that sort of stuff. I said, okay, we're now going around the houses. The episode, why did it want to get taken down? He said because it was going to reflect badly on Hayden. It was going to reflect badly on what was. He just kept on saying the perception that was given is false, and I said, was everything that he said true? He said yes.
So
So I
basically,
said, what?
so what's I'm trying to understand here? The man spoke up the truth when it comes to this racist situation that the guy said,
Yep.
and you are protecting him. I don't know what you're trying to protect. Are you protecting the image of the club because he spoke his truth, and you know what?
Right.
He's being brave enough, and this is why a lot of players don't speak because this is the shit what goes on. Do you know what I mean? And people think, oh,
Yep.
you know, why didn't you say anything before? But this is what I'm saying. But this difference with us is we don't give two rasses. Like, do what you want with us because you can't kill us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you already dragged us through the mud already.
Exactly. We've been dragged. You know what I mean? We finally found a hose and we're finally showing ourselves off. You know what I mean? And I'm not letting go of this hose. So like I was saying, so he keep going around the circle and then basically really and truly, it sounds like to me like this person that said it, they're also trying to protect because they also tried to bring another football club into it. And I don't understand that what he spoke about with the other club, he's obviously messaged you and said, oh, I spoke to this club. I'm saying it. He said he spoke to Walsall as well. So, because I ain't hiding this.
No, we can say these things though. These are things that have been said.
Yeah, he said this. He said this. So he said he spoke to Walsall and Walsall went it down as well. I'm like, why would Walsall on that? He's not really said anything bad about Walsall at all.
He said that Walsall supposedly wanted it down because the two chairmen spoke to each other and said that they want it down because he said the manager was a criminal and a wheeler and dealer. So that's where that came into play. Do you get what I mean?
Exactly. But again, where's the lie? If a fine money,
there's no lie there.
Exactly. If what he said is true, and I've never had to pay a manager directly a day in my life.
Not me either.
Yeah, manager's never said to me, "Give me the fine money."
No, it's only ever gone to the club, the players' kitty,
or the club,
or the big man wages.
Yeah, or the club. So why am I giving manager money? And people are talking about, you know, slandering the player that we had on, and saying this and that. Why don't you pay the fine? Because that's how football is. Like, if you get a booking or you get a red card, you either give your fine money to the kitty with the boys, and you know you spend it on, it could be equipment or team night out, whatever, or it goes deducted from your wages straight back to the club. Simple as. I'm no manager in my, how long have I been a professional? Since I was 17. In my 13 years of this game, has ever said, "Give me your fine money. Give me the fine money."
No,
and we call it quick.
Not directly. Not directly to them.
Exactly. So he said nothing wrong. Basically, I think he's chatting was, because
I agree with that as well. I believe that it was a scare tactic kind of thing.
It was a scare tactic.
Where they're saying, oh, we can sue, we can do this, there's no legal action. Because I asked about the legal action because that's what I heard. I said, okay, so what legal action can be taken? And they said, oh, it wasn't a fact. He said, we wanted some X person solicitors numbers so we can send a message to them for what exactly? That's what I was trying to work out.
Yeah.
And then, so I never got that answer really. They just kept saying it's going to reflect badly on said person, on Hayden, our guest.
Yeah.
And it's a bad perception of the football club, and because the narrative was false. And I asked them what's false. They didn't say anything was false. He then proceeded to say, if we want to come and have a conversation with him, he's open and honest to have a conversation with him about things. And I said, and then I proceeded to say, okay, if we're going to have a conversation with you, we need to put this thing back up, because why are you allowed your side of the story, but the side of the story that our guest has come and presented is not allowed to be out there because it's a bad reflection on the football club, when we understand, because we know who the person is, who you're protecting.
Yes.
We know what you're protecting, really. It's not the football club. You're protecting the person because of the role they're in right now. And that's, and he also said the name to me, which I haven't disclosed. And I said to him, I didn't know the name because the name didn't get said.
Didn't get said at all.
So this is where I'm trying to say, so the situation that happened. Racism happened in the football club. We addressed the racism that happened in the football club.
Exactly.
You're now trying to keep the coverage independent. And then when it comes out to the public light, you're saying, oh, lawsuits, solicitors, suing. I said,
Interesting.
Interesting.
But the funniest thing to me is, the funniest thing about me, what you told me what happened on that conversation, is where he goes, if the situation was so bad, why did this person, this person stay? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Well, if you're giving a certain amount of money to this person, this person, right? My ass is staying too. I'm not going to be happy, but my ass is staying because I don't think I'm getting that anywhere else in this division. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and bills got to be paid.
Bills have to be paid. You know what I mean, I have to eat.
And you pay them.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't
you
mean I'm
pay them.
happy.
No. Not at all. But if bills have to be paid and you pay it and you're paying them, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit and pay my bills.
Exactly. So they're like, oh, this. So he's telling me, hey, you know what? I forgot to ask them because they're genuinely my boys. So you know, and I think
that's why I don't want.
And they're soon done. So you know what? They might have a problem because them man might be on soon. Do you know what I mean? Because they're not actually my people. So I will speak to them.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell me again. So you're going, if it's not a problem. So because it's not a problem for one black person, it means it shouldn't be a problem for the rest of them. Someone else.
And that's like that's where the lines are blurred. Because it's not a problem for you, it shouldn't be a problem for him.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell. I've learned in relationships and life, you can't tell how someone else feels.
Exactly. We talk about it all the time. You can't tell someone else feels.
Yeah. So where I don't understand that line where you're saying, oh, if other black players didn't feel the same way, why would they still be here? I said they did feel the same way because at the time, what happened? Maybe now the player's not at the football club, they don't have to feel that way because the player's not there. Exactly. The manager's not there. No one that was involved in that situation, the specific racism, is there anymore. But they're in other roles, in high roles, in places where, boy, yeah.
It's what I mean.
Interesting high roles.
So, and it is what we're doing now. Like, again, like, people don't see this, but there's a lot of protection going on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I love about hair is they don't play games. Like, over here, there's none of this protection stuff. Like, you can slap it out here and they'll be like, all right, cool, you did this. I say that and you're dead. Do you know what I mean? But all this up is protect him. Like, he's not said that there was a lie. He's tried to protect the business. Yeah.
100%.
And the business has dealt with it horrendously. In the story.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And bro, this is the only reason why, I'll be honest, this episode's taken down is because the respect for IS, like, Aiden's not my brother, and I'm not gonna throw him under the bus. Do you know what I mean?
That's exactly it.
That's it. Like, other than, like, Aiden is a very pure-hearted, clean-hearted individual. Like, a great guy. Like, I drive with him all the time. Like, I'm very good at reading character, and him, like, I genuinely don't have a bad word to say. Sometimes his head's a little picky, gets me a bit mad. Other than that, I haven't got a bad word to say about that youth. So he isn't going to sit there and lie.
No.
The brother told us off camera personally how much he was getting on, like, at week wage. I mean, not lying. You know, we know so many men that lie when they talk about what they was on, etc. Ain't no lie. You know what I mean? He's a family man. I have kids, whatever. Like, misses his family. His kids are lovely, and he don't want to put them through that stress in that situation. He's moved over here for a new life. He moved over here for a new life, and he started his new life, started his new journey, and these foolish clubs over here are now trying to upset him, so we took it down. And that is the reason why. We didn't bottle nothing. I see your comments about bottled it, blah, 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 blah. Listen, bottle what? You think I care? If you don't be watching for a long time, you will know I don't give a dash. I be saying people's names openly on this. I feel no way about it. Like, come at me and try and throw all your lawsuits, your brass carts at me, because I'll tell you for free, you're not getting a penny out of me.
No, we'll get a penny. We'll get a penny. If you want us to take the from here on out, if anyone wants us to take an episode down, it is 1 million British pounds.
1 million enough. It's 2 mil, because I need a mil each. Yeah. And you know what? Everyone pissed me off now. People piss me off now. So now I'm just going to tell the truth. You know what? I've give you maybe 35%. I'm telling the truth. Names a lot. Yeah. I've had enough. People have generally pissed me off now. I'm fuming.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but I hope I don't remember the stories, because I've gone through enough. And I'm fuming.
bro. It's so annoying, and then to get messages about, oh, it's still on this platform, take it, and I'm like, bro, like it's on platforms where we don't even host or post
Honestly, you
to,
don't post on,
it, like it gets to the point where if something, once you put something on the internet, unfortunately
bro.
or fortunately, it is out there.
Like,
You
bro,
can't stop it from going anywhere.
what they call it? They call it your digital footprint. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, it's done. It's there.
Word.
Literally, literally. As soon as we post it, someone we allow people to save our TikToks and repost
Yep.
them. We allow people to screen record our stuff and repost it because why we're not talking for ourselves. We're talking for the people. Yeah. So once we have a conversation, if someone comes and screen records and puts it out there, it's out there.
Out there. It's
Sorry,
the cloud has it.
but
That's why I warn
yeah,
you
it's
lot.
not.
If you lot take nudes, and someone hacks into your thing, and someone somehow, it's out there. That's why I make sure that you take them and they're good. Do you know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
once the day are, you're done. Your digital
That's the
footprint is
thing.
real, and my digital footprint is I don't give a dash. You're going to hear from
Mm.
me, and you're going to get the truth. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Yep.
now people have ruined it for others. So we might have a few more clubs coming after our neck, but we will be getting paid clearly because it's a million. Like you said, it's 2 million now. It's 2 million to get the video
Yep.
taken down. We don't give a dash.
Mhm.
And for future guests, if you're coming on and you're saying something, say it with your chest. Yeah, hey then, you're so lucky you got a family, and I love your family to bits. You know what I mean? I love family bits, but I thank you because you know you open up some doors for us. You open up some doors, and you made, and you know what?
Yep.
People know now. People know this ain't no
Mhm.
full platform. Yeah, we're here to generally speak and tell the truth about the game. Yeah, and that's
Mhm.
it.